Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and I'm just finishing up a shocking day at Universal Studios, Florida. But before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go back to the start of my day and see how it all went down. Before we step foot into the theme park, a look at the Rip Ride Rocket replacement project. I am real committed to showing you this every week before we go into Universal Studios Florida, no matter what. I can't see much that was done from last week, but stuff was done. We've got the footers, just dirt being pushed around, and a lot of that infrastructure that I don't have any technical knowledge on. But it's my commitment to you, my promise. We'll look at this once a week until it's done. Eventually, there'll be something really cool to look at there. Until then, it's just dirt. I think this weekend, Friday night or Saturday night, I will live stream the Macy's parade again for you guys. The crowds are slowly building. They're not quite here yet, but I expect this weekend to be madness. This is the last week of class for local schools, and I suspect it's that way for most of the country. Nikki's 2-week Christmas break starts this Friday as well. I'd like to have Nikki with us this weekend for the live stream so she can see the parade in person. Just a matter of, will she want to fight the larger crowds? Stay tuned for that on Friday or Saturday and find out. I tell you what, let's make a deal. If this video gets more likes than the last Universal Studios update video, will make Nikki come. It will guarantee her presence in the live stream. To the left of the horror makeup show, Dora the Explorer, doing a meet and greet. She's all by herself right now. Other than the Universal, oh, she's waving at us. Hey, Dora. Other than her attendant. Oh, wait. Here comes some people now. No, wait. Go meet Dora. Speaking of live streams, I'm making plans to add a little something to live streams next year. Maybe it's the time of day that I'm here, but I have never seen Earl the Squirrel over here doing a meet and greet. He's always at the tribute store. The sleigh even has Earl's picture on it. I don't know, maybe this is the afternoon spot for meet and greets. I don't know. If you've seen Earl the Squirrel over here, you let me know. There goes Marilyn Monroe. She's waving at us. Hey, Marilyn. Oh no, be careful. Oh, we got a kiss too? No one is in line for a crepe. I've had the snickerdoodle. It's awesome. Smells so good in here. The snickerdoodle crepe is seasonal, $10.99. Cinnamon mascarpone spread, snickerdoodle crumbles, whipped cream, and a holiday sugar dust. Although when I got it, it was more than crumbles. It was a whole snickerdoodle cookie on top of the crepe. It's not synchronized to any music, but the fountains were going here. They're still going here in Central Park, which reminds me, I have seen photos of the fountain show at Epic Universe where they've been testing some projection mapping with that show. But I can't tell, it doesn't seem like this is coordinated with any music. There is the holiday music playing throughout the theme park, but I'm not noticing any synchronized fountains with it. It's just, they're just going off. Cold and windy last night, no wind today. A little cool right now in the morning. It's going to get up to like 72 degrees though this afternoon, which is just very, very nice. A very nice day in store here for Orlando. It was 55 degrees when I left the house, but knowing it was going to get up to 72, I'm still in t-shirts and shorts. The last time I was in DreamWorks Land near the Donkey and Shrek meet and greet, I showed you the sign here, and it just had a wide range of times. Basically, it was like, you know, 10 to or 10:30 to 4. It was a real wide range. They got rid of that sign. Now it's just a QR code. Please scan the QR code to see the show time. So 2 weeks, 2 different signs. I think this one's going to have some longevity to it. Of course, you can always just ask a team member who's working the front of the line there. They should have a little card with the various meet and greet times of the various characters. Like I just heard them tell someone Shrek was going to be out at 11. Right now it's just Donkey and Fiona. But they should have that information on them as well. You know, just in case your phone is dead and you can't scan the QR code, there's a backup system. This little area outside of Central Park here, I've shown you this construction before, building a new food kiosk. I wonder if it's going to get a rename too. It was called Expo Eats, but I'm wondering if they're going to change the name when it reopens. All right, let's go see what's happening, if anything, in Springfield today. We are going to do this in one take, unedited. The love tester.
The point is, with only one kidney, you won't be able to drink yourself stupid.
Here we go.
Listen, I'm just gonna get right to the point again.
Unedited, doing it in one take. What's it gonna be?
They look pretty comfortable.
Let's go do a take 2. December 16th, and the Dufftoberfest beer is still available, as is the Everything Bagel, which is also seasonal, usually available during Dufftoberfest as well. It's still here. I'm inside the Quickie Mart looking for a Christmas gift for my dog Winnie, trying to find that big pink donut plush, and they don't have any here. I wonder if they still sell it anywhere in the park. I'll have to check one of the other stores at the front later on, but if not, we'll have to find a substitute Christmas gift for Winnie. Well, they have some here as game prizes. All right, at least that's good to know. Oh, this is too funny. They've made a change to the Coke Refreshment Center. The sign here I used to pick at, make fun of, because it would say your holiday spirit. They have now added the Y. Your holiday spirit, sir. Things are worse here at MIB than I thought. The ride has been closed for like over a week now, but it is so closed now, they don't even have the games out. So maybe they're not even staffing up, like there's a chance of opening. But you know it's bad when they don't even have the games out for people. That's really being closed. Many people may find this information shocking because the closure is not listed on the Universal Orlando website. The website, when you go to the calendar section, the bottom of that lists the temporary closures that Universal has planned. Shockingly, MIB is not on that page of the website. So I don't know what the issue is. Maybe just unplug the ride, plug it back in. Just be careful when you plug it back in. I don't know. A visit to London and into Diagon Alley is in order. Happy Christmas from the Wizarding World. From me and the dragon. So most of the time in the past couple of weeks, we've seen the wait time for Gringotts at 15 minutes. It's now at 25. Let's compare next week. I think it's going to be higher next week. If Globus Mundi doesn't open for the holidays, it may never reopen. A good way to spend a few moments here in London is just have a seat on the bench and watch the interactions with the shrunken head and the bus driver and the guests. Rest your feet and be entertained. So I'm recording this Tuesday, November 16th. Still a light crowd level for the theme park so far. I can't wait to compare and contrast with next week. Is there anything shocking inside of the Fast and Furious gift shop? Let's go see. If it's not shocking, it's at least unusual or thought-provoking. A signed painted canvas of Michelle Rodriguez for $1,000. This is number 3 out of 100.
I wasn't shocked by it until I saw the price.
I do have an update for Chez Alcatraz. So they did have a seasonal beer here, the Waffle, but it's gone and Murph doesn't know if it's going to come back this holiday season.
Great, there it is. So in other words, he's going to edit and say, Murph said it's not coming back.
No, I won't do that to you, Murph.
I think
But
they're selling it at Cracker Barrel down the street.
really?
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel has the Waffle?
They should, right? It's very mapley.
Buttery maple syrup-like
mapley.
beer, so. But they still have the specialty holiday cocktail. What is going on? Why is it so smoky right now? I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but it's very smoky in the air right now. Regardless of that, the Beat Builders are about to perform. You know what? I think I was wrong. I think they might do a little special Christmas thing. Let's hang out and try to figure it out for sure. Well, so far it's been the usual routine. Let's keep watching though.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
So at the end, after they've done their regular set, what we're used to seeing the Beat Builders do, they do a holiday mix right at the end. So yeah, that's my bad for not seeing it previously. Usually I leave after the rockin' spiel. I've been missing it, but you guys don't miss it. Stay till the end, all the way to the end for the Beat Builders to get your holiday mix.
For the holidays, Finnegan's has a seasonal entree. It's called the Sunday Roast. It's available every day of the week. It's called the Sunday Roast. Let's try it. Today we're trying the seasonal Sunday Roast at Finnegan's, available every day of the week for the season. It's roasted petite tender steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, root vegetables, caramelized shallot gravy for $30.95. The potatoes are actually a creamy Yukon Gold potato, mashed with scallions, leeks, and cabbage.
Oh my goodness, what a delicious, phenomenal entree. It's too good to be seasonal. I would want that on the menu year-round. Phenomenal. The roast was tender and seasoned to perfection. They cooked it just the way I wanted it. The mashed potatoes, which they do have the mashed potatoes like as a side year-round. Get those with anything. The mashed potatoes were great. The flavor and the seasoning of the mashed potatoes. I did not eat too many vegetables. The corn, not the corn, but the carrots, they were sweet. I didn't care for the rest of the vegetables, nor the asparagus, but that's just me. I don't eat a lot of vegetables. I'm sure my wife, Nikki, would love the asparagus, but I didn't even try it because I don't like asparagus. But the meal as a whole, oh, and I asked, I could ask them to substitute out the vegetables and give me double mashed potatoes. If I get that again before the season's over, that's what I'm going to do. The Sunday roast, no vegetables, double mash. Yeah.
There is something of note of a piece of merchandise inside of the film vault. I did not notice it, but when I showed it, some of you did. I've got to go check it out for myself. The Bates Motel coffee mug, which is $20, which I already showed you, but I didn't catch this. Obviously, it's hard to miss the Bates Motel, but down below, it says Universal Studios Hollywood. So apparently, this is some merchandise brought in from Universal Hollywood. Very interesting that you can get that here at Universal Orlando. Good eye to those of you who noticed that. 25-minute wait for Transformers, which ties for the longest wait time I've seen today with Gringotts. The Mummy, on the other hand, is just a 15-minute wait, and the single rider line's open. The construction wall over here Doesn't look like they've added any new posters. I see one flapping over here. Hold on a second. What's happening with this? Well, isn't Universal clever? Someone shouldn't have done this, but because it was stapled, but someone undid the staple to reveal there is another poster, Amity Boat Tours. So a little homage to Jaws there. Okay, but people don't be messing with things. Don't be pulling things you shouldn't pull. I mean, someone probably saw that little sliver there and wanted more information. Well, now we have it. And what looks like to be more vandalism, someone just decided they wanted this poster or flyer. NBC, not just home to peacocks. The page over there is holding a pigeon. Music Plaza, pretty quiet this holiday season. Do you guys remember when Mannheim Steamroller used to perform there? There's something I didn't show you in the Evil Stuff store during that merch search by this or that video, because when I went to edit, that scene or that clip was blurry. Let me try to show you today. In addition to the other emo Minions merchandise that I showed you, let's make sure it's focused this time. The baseball cap. That's the front of it. On the side right there, $25 for the emo Minions ball cap. Here's the leaderboard for today's top 30 villains. You know, I'm really not into this attraction. I did it a couple times when it first opened, but not really my jam. But you know, some people like to keep track of their score and be number one, which I might as well shout out number one today. Essence of Murdoch. Way to go. You're number one. When it comes to blaster games, I much prefer MIB.
But like we saw today, MIB, unexpected closure. Over a week now. Though the shock of its closure is starting to wear off on me.
Your longest wait time of the day, sir. Minion Mayhem at 30 minutes. A little deal inside of the 5 and Dime. The 14-inch character plush is buy one, get one 50% off. Let's see if the Simpsons section of the Universal Studios store up front has that plush I'm looking for. No, they do not. But I would like to note they have redone parts of the store. This Harry Potter section has been slightly renovated. It's got a nicer, just like cleaner look to it now. So, yeah. Little bit of a reno, this section of the park, or this section of the store. I like it. I like the change. What do you guys think? Doesn't it just seem like a little brighter, a little cleaner, neater, perhaps more modern? And next door to the Harry Potter, the renovated Harry Potter section, looks like Nintendo has carved out a better section of the store for itself. Oh my! This is a Minions cap, kind of one of those beanie caps. I haven't shown you. I haven't seen this before. Haven't noticed it. $30 for it. It's so soft and adorable looking. Just seems like the whole store has been rearranged slightly for a sleeker, cleaner look to it. Because of the Wicked Shop, they now keep Kitty in the corner over here. So if you're looking for Hello Kitty, she can be hard to find, but just to the left of the Universal Studios store, kind of near the stroller rentals and everything, this is where Hello Kitty hangs out now.
Well, since that Simpsons plush is no longer here in the theme park, I need to go home, talk to Nikki, figure out what we want to get Winnie for Christmas this year now. So I've got to go do that. You guys, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. We'll see you next time.